Greetings, everyone. I'm Lake County Commissioner Sean Parks, here to provide another update for you. Hard to believe it's already February 2026, as if the past year or so hasn't been enough with all the things that have been happening in Lake County. You know, the 20-inch rain event, the hurricane, the closing of major companies like Kroger. Well, this past weekend we had a major disastrous freeze for our agricultural industry. Kind of goes historically almost way back to the 1980s and its devastation. So I wanted to first report to you that we're trying to do everything we can to assess the situation here at Lake County. We're working with UF-IFAS, it's University of Florida IFAS program, Institute for Food and Agricultural Sciences. It is the state agency that kind of monitors all of the everything agriculture related. So what's going on right now is there's an assessment. Literally, as I'm providing this update to you, we're still facing those cold temperatures, which are devastating. So what's going to happen over the next few weeks is an assessment and kind of analyzing the extent of the damage. Our Commissioner of Agriculture, Wilton Simpson, has been in contact with me. He has asked for assistance with the USDA, from the USDA for Lake County. So we should see how that plays out here over the next few weeks. As far as the County Commission also has expressed, obviously, very concerned and sympathies to all those in agriculture in Lake County. And we will try to do everything we can to assist with recovery on that as well. One thing that you can do if you're listening to this, or at least help me get the word out about, is what can you do to help this situation? Obviously, the big thing I always tell people is look for fresh from Florida agriculture. So if you do anything, buy fresh from Florida agricultural. It's an actual label. Ask your grocer, you go to Publix, Winn-Dixie, wherever you go, all these, ask them, will you stock and supply locally grown produce? And that will greatly help. Florida agriculture will greatly help agriculture on Lake County. So it's something that you can do. Might be a little more expensive, but it's well worth it. It helps maintain our agricultural heritage in Lake County, and just promote the values around agriculture. Obviously, the preservation of land that goes along with that is exactly who we are in Lake County. So that's something that you can do. Stay tuned. There'll be more on what we can do to help our local ag farmers as well. Something else to point out is we recently had a great meeting with all 14 cities in the county, as we do quarterly now, to address growth management. We agreed to continue to move forward with joint planning agreements. We have some success already with some of the cities like Groveland, Montverde, and Claremont, and implementing joint planning agreements. And what came out of this past meeting that's very big and I think pertinent to what you might be interested in is that we have agreed in concept to a rural boundary. So a boundary that's in place essentially where everything outside remains rural. And then over a next generation period of time, properly planned growth would occur in those areas, a higher level of development standard, a higher bar, if you will, for development that's interior to that rural boundary. So stay tuned on that. That's, in my opinion, one of the biggest pieces of news, if you will, regarding growth management in Lake County, is what was agreed in concept upon at this recent meeting with all 14 cities in the county. So stay tuned with that. More information to come, as well as transfer development rights in itself as a concept that was also agreed upon by many of the cities to work with the county to transfer through incentives, density in those rural transition areas inward to the cities as well. Big news, very good. You know me, I'm very much into the growth management concerns and us trying to plan for future growth. I think that was a great step. It was a good meeting that we had recently, and I'll report back to you on that as well. What you can do with that is let your cities know that you support joint planning agreements and that you support the rural boundary and that you support transfer development rights as well moving forward. One other quick thing is we do have a county commissioner sort of retreat coming up where we're going to talk about policy initiatives, maybe funding request, or where we're going to get certain revenues depending upon what happens legislatively. We're going to have that opportunity here to work sort of at a more casual level, of course, that is open to the public, where we amongst the board members get to just talk about what we'd like to do in the coming year with policies and budget, just like I said. So what I want to do is extend an invitation to you to certainly reach out to me. You can email me or call and let me know what you think we should focus on during that retreat session. Thank you very much. It is an absolute honor to serve you, and I will try to keep you updated as best I can. Have a great rest of the February.